Let's take a look at how to convert 9.4 gallons to milliliters. And in this, we're going to need more than one conversion factor, okay? So the plan out here is to write what's given to you. Once again, you write what's given to you. And remember, you're going to multiply it by how many conversion factors you need. So conversion factor, let's call that conversion factor 1 times conversion factor 2. And then if you need more, we'll need more, but basically keeps going, and then finally you have what's asked of you. Okay, so in this case, you're trying to solve for milliliters, so that's going to be ml. And then you have gallons, so that's GAL, okay? So the road map out here is you have 9.4 gallons, that's what's given to you. You can look up a table and find out the relationship between gallons and liters, and then liters to milliliters. So for gallons to liters, so from a table we pulled out 1 gallon is equal to 3.7854 liters, and then 1 milliliter, we basically, this one we didn't get from a table, we used prefixes to back into this, okay? So if liters are unit to begin with, then if you take liters and multiply it by 10 to the negative 3, you get milliliters, okay? So a lot of this is you're gonna get better at with practice. Now, before we proceed with this, some of you might say, hey, why don't I change gallons to quarts and quarts to liters? You can do that as well, okay? So there's multiple ways to go about this. I'm just choosing the way that is the shortest for me at this point in time, okay? So if you do choose quarts, then you'll need to add one more conversion factor. You'd have to go from quarts to liters as well, or you can go from quarts to milliliters directly. So there's multiple ways to do it. That's basically what I'm saying. So let's go ahead with this way. So we have 9.4 gallons, and we're going to multiply it by a conversion factor. Since we have to get rid of the gallons, we're going to put the gallons at the bottom. So that's 3.7854 liters over 1 gallon, okay? See, the gallons goes away. So now essentially when we solve this, we end up with liters, and we're going to use this conversion factor to get to milliliters, which is what's being asked for. So we're going to put milliliters on top over 10 to the negative 3 liters, okay? And then you just solve for it, okay? So when we solve for this, we get 35582.76. As you can see, there's a lot of digits out there, and now we got to correct for significant figures. So since that's what was given to us, we're not going to look at the conversion factors because those don't play a role. So we're going to change our answer to 2 significant figures, but make sure we're going to keep the magnitude the same. So we're really going to move that decimal out there, right? So that's 35. We're going to stop here, number 1. We have to drop all of that. So that's 5 and greater than 5. So which means we're going to add 1 to this 5 to round it appropriately. So that's going to be 36. And now that number's too small. So therefore, since we moved 3 places, we're going to add 3 placeholder zeros to make the number large enough. So that's 36,000 milliliters.